This is Eagle Pass, a Texas border town that has been the focus of media, protests, and illegal immigrants. And with the help of local Ivan that I met at the Take Our Borders Back protest, we're gonna cross the Texas-Mexican border to figure out what the border crisis is, why people are fed up, and hopefully make it back without trouble.
Okay, so we just got pulled over.
But on the way to his house just blocks away from the border, I realized this.
You have your passport, I don't, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna go.
The illegals, they'll run across and they'll try to come here through like at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you'll see border patrol all night long.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say there's a lot of
There's the action right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so that's, you know, the whole deal about the fence and everything, the stand down.
No, what is that?
Greg Abbott shut it off to the federal agents. The federal agents are not allowed to go in.
Oh, yes, the showdown.
Yeah, the showdown, dude.
So this is where it's happening right now.
That's where it's happening right now.
So you might be thinking, like, no shit, of course there's always gonna be police near the border. But this actually wasn't the case until recently. And the fact that the police is actually here is more an act of defiance by Texas, not just with words, but with force. So essentially, the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, believes that Biden hasn't been doing enough to defend the border from the southern invasion of immigrants.
He needs to step up in providing more resources for the federal government to do its job.
So Texas has been setting up razor wire to fortify the border, but federal border patrol has been going in and removing these wires.
The border patrol agents are cutting the razor wire down.
Yeah.
They're cutting it down. They're being told from the White House that it's inhumane. How is that inhumane? You're trying to keep people out.
But now the Texas governor has responded by mobilizing the Texas National Guard to set up fences and blockages to block these federal border patrol from being able to remove them. And so now this border standoff has led the U.S. Department of Justice to sue Texas.
So I guess this is where the showdown is happening. So that's the border right there, is that right?
Yeah, that's Mexico right there. That's the Rio Grande River right there. I like to go jogging down there in the morning. And you see all them shipping containers? I'll jog along the shipping containers on this side, of course. And out of nowhere, 4 of them, they just took off running straight across that field. The thing for the migrants is to run as fast as they can, get to the flea market, and they blend in with the people. We're over here now, right? We got family, kids, and all that. And I'm not just picking on the Chinese. There's people from Syria coming through, people from Hamas. They're terrorists, man. This is the last line of defense. They can't get on airplanes because they throw a red flag. So they're coming through the southern border. They want to blow us up, man. So we're just trying to keep the bad people out.
But don't you think that's like probably a minority of the people that are crossing over? Don't you think most of the people that are crossing over are people that are looking for more opportunity, that want to work hard? I think a lot of people have said that, you know, why don't they just enter legally? But it's probably not as easy as that.
It's not easy, man, but
Right.
nothing's easy.
Wow, so this is all blocked. So is that where kind of like the showdown is going on?
Yeah, see the Humvees?
Uh-huh.
That's the Texas National Guard.
How has like, I guess like the activity of like migrants changed since this?
You can speak to our supervisor, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, you're not allowed to?
No,
Okay, okay.
Thanks, guys.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, no,
Fair
no,
enough,
no.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
no, you're fine, dude. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Cool.
One
Thank
of
you,
them
guys.
deals, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So this all obviously sounds serious, but is it really as intense as it's been made out to be, or is this all just being overhyped? I saw for myself.
It's kind of like crazy to me that I guess that's what the border is. I was surprised. It literally just looks like a fence to a school.
Yeah. People from the Mexican side that have visas, they come over here, they do their shopping.
Oh,
they go
interesting.
Back across. They go back across.
So a lot of people are crossing over like
just
all
about,
the time.
Yeah, every day. This is the port of entry, guys. Somos cuatro. All right. Come on, guys. It's that easy.
It's that easy?
Yeah. So now you're about to film something that nobody else can see.
So this is where the Texas kind of showdown with the federal government is
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah.
It's like a lot more underwhelming. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something crazy, but
No,
no.
man.
So have they just been kind of just essentially staring at each other the whole time?
Pretty much, man. You want to hear a story? We was on the Mexican side and we went down to fish. There were some people from Haiti, Venezuelans, and they started walking across. And I'm sitting there looking at them. I'm just fishing. And there was a Mexican Humvee military guy on top. And I looked at him, I said, hey man, you ain't gonna stop him? He says, why would we? He goes, if Joe Biden wants him, he can have him. Otherwise, we gotta foot the bill.
So what are we seeing here? Are these Texas National Guard?
This is Texas National Guard, man. Those are the shipping containers.
They're not usually here though, right? It's only because of what the showdown's going on?
When Trump was in office, it was nothing here. You couldn't get across. But then Joe Biden came in, the administration, he said, we want them all, we'll take them all.
You said that migrants will swim across this to
They'll
get
walk
into
across, because there's places where you could, it's a ankle knee deep. See, look at this. You're in Mexico now, this is United States.
Okay, so this is the
Yeah.
actual entry point.
Yeah, we have people that get married here because if an American citizen marries a Mexican national, she can't come, but they get married here. She'll be on this side and he'll be right there.
They'll literally have
Yeah.
weddings here.
Yeah.
What the
That's that razor wire that the Border Patrol's trying to cut up.
So these shipping containers and the razor wires
They're
were
empty. They're using it as a wall.
So now that's the Texas National Guard.
That's the Texas National Guard, dude. Hola, ¿qué tal? Sí.
¿Vienes de México o Estados
¿Quieren
Unidos?
conocer Piedras Negras?
Ah, pues muy
Sí.
bien.
Sí.
Hay mucho que conocer.
Ah, qué
¿Qué
bueno.
quieren comer?
¿Trabajan en los Estados Unidos? No. Oh, no. Okay.
Piedras.
¿Cruzan muy frecuencia?
Ah, más o menos.
Okay.
Ganar en dólares
Ahorita ya no
y
tanto
con
porque
comida
trabaja.
acá.
See? All right. We're about
Okay.
to, you can't, no
We
recording.
can't record here, yeah.
So with all the activity that goes along in this border pathway, from going to school to buying things, it made me really think about my own experience as a Japanese American, and how often I visited Japan not only to visit family, but to reconnect with my roots. And so thanks to our sponsor Zen Market, I can have that cross-cultural experience just like this border pathway, no matter where I am. Zen Market is a go-to website when it comes to buying Japanese products. It allows you to purchase products from 10,000 plus websites like Amazon Japan, Rakuten, and Mercari. And since you're buying straight from Japan, you can get access to early release or products that are only sold exclusively. And for stores not listed on the Zen Market website, you can still purchase them by copying the product link URL and pasting it into the Zen Market search box. So for me, since I'm always in front of the camera, I use Zen Market to get that exclusive Japanese fashion because you don't even understand how much better the fashion and brands are there. And since I'm always on the road investigating, I also use Zen Market because I be missing those Japanese snacks on the road, man. And so use promo code GENKIMURA when you sign up to get your 740 Zen points welcome gift, which is essentially getting 740 yen off your first order. And as my loyal audience, I'm gonna plug you even more, because you can also get 15% off the international shipping fee when you check out with promo code OMOTENASHI2401. And now back to the video. To understand the full context, it's not just Eagle Pass that's experiencing this crisis. El Paso is a much bigger town that's located in the western part of Texas, and it shares a border with one of Mexico's most dangerous cities, Ciudad Juarez, known for its crime and its fentanyl crisis. And along with violence from drug cartels, it's a reminder that not only are migrants crossing the border for more work and opportunities, but sometimes to escape danger. And so is the city of Piedras Negras, just outside of that gate, going to be the same story? Before we go to the other side, the better question is it even safe for the migrants once they do cross over? Because in 2019, something happened in El Paso.
The gunman in the mass shooting at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, sentenced to serve 90 consecutive life terms.
At a Walmart, Patrick Crucius, fueled by racist intent, fatally shot 23 people.
This was inspired by his hatred of people here in this community.
And just minutes before the shooting, he posted a hate-filled post online targeting Mexican immigrants. And now there's a new law in Texas that's targeting immigrants. This measure allows any Texas law enforcement officer to pull over and arrest those suspected of entering the country illegally.
Law enforcement can arrest people who they suspect as illegal migrants. What do you think about that law? Do you think that should be enacted?
Never heard about it, but I think they should at least have the right to question them. If they thought you had committed a crime or I had committed a crime, they would stop us and talk to us too. It is a crime to cross the border illegally.
And although the Texas law can't be enforced on US citizens and granted asylum seekers, it may lead to racial profiling. In fact, is that what actually happened to us on the way here?
Okay, so we just got pulled over.
Do we look like two immigrants? Yeah, damn, like maybe she thought my videographer was an illegal and I was one of the increasing number of Chinese migrants.
Now I have to advise you because you are driving without a valid driver's license.
It was just like insurance or something, right? Or like I think you have to put like the front license. So
Yeah.
we're all good.
Okay, I'm just kidding. It obviously wasn't the case, but now I wanted to see the other side of the border.
You're in Mexico, man.
Oh, we're in Mexico, man.
I told you I live on both sides.
Yeah.
When I get here, I'm stress-free, man.
You feel like that?
The air's different. The atmosphere's different.
It does low-key feel different. Do you think Mexico's more free in many ways?
It is, man. It is free in many ways. And it's clean, man.
So now we just crossed the border and we're in the town of Piedras Negras, and we're now seeing the border from the side of Mexico.
When I'm here, I don't have no stress. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just happy enjoying.
So I'm curious because you seem to like really be proud to be like American and love America.
I love America, dude. I love
But why do
it.
you like living here more?
Because I have the best of both worlds, man. So I have dual citizenship. I also vote here. Whenever there's elections here, I vote here. Whenever there's elections over there, I vote over there too, man. Don't complain about something and then you don't vote.
I was gonna say the art's nice.
Oh, yeah. No, gracias, compadre. Gracias, gracias.
This is so nice.
So now this is the market square, guys. This is the town market square. You got all kinds of goods, leather goods, very cheap, man. So these ponchos, guys, they got 49ers, Sensi, whatever you're into, man.
They got all the American teams.
This is the line to go back to Mexico. Check that out, guys.
Oh, so all these people are trying to.
They're going back into the U.S. It'll be packed up for the people going. It is.
That is badass. This U.S. and Mexico dapping each other up.
You get a lot of news, CNN, MSNBC. They don't put anything about the border. They're all putting about Ukraine and Afghanistan. They voted for Biden, so they don't want to make him look bad. Go to Fox News, they're putting about the border, man.
Do you think Fox News is also kind of fear-mongering by covering it too much? Coming here, it seems like it's not as bad as it seems.
It's not as bad as it seems, no. But at least they're throwing it out there. Hey, we do have a invasion going on.
But it made me think, because between the protests and what we've heard on the media, why has this issue of immigration been so damn politicized? Because when we really look at it, is this even a left or right issue?
Who do you think is in office now? He's not protecting us. Trump wants us to live happy, healthy, prosperous lives.
He didn't have a chance to finish. He's got to finish what he started.
He's the one that wants to give the people a voice.
It's true that since Democrat Biden came into office, immigration has gone up. And we've all heard of Republican Trump's dream to build a wall, but it made me think what the immigration like was when Obama, a Democrat, was in charge. I looked into it, and Obama took office in 2009, and as you can see, the numbers are a lot higher than Trump's. And some are even saying that Obama built more of a goddamn wall than Trump.
Those who enter the country illegally disrespect the rule of law.
Like, he's stricter than Trump, yes.
But let's dig deeper. Yes, on paper, Obama deported a lot more illegal migrants than Trump during his presidency, but the definition of deportations has changed over the years. Under the Bush and Clinton presidency, there were a lot more voluntary departures, which basically means an immigrant was informally deported. So under Obama, the deportation process became a lot more strict, as every single migrant that got apprehended got their fingerprints taken and then formally deported. What I'm trying to say is that this whole thing is very nuanced, and it all just depends on whatever numbers you look at. That makes it clear that this isn't some left or right issue. So it kind of makes you think, what's all the solution to all this? Like, do we build a wall, or do we have to be more supportive in helping the helpless migrants that come over? We've clearly investigated a lot, but I wanted to save this important questions that I had in mind throughout the investigation for Ivan.
Why do you kind of like living in between here? You said like you spend Monday and Thursdays here.
This is my home here. And then I also have a house in Eagle Pass, but most of my time is here. And I'm going to live here. I'm going to retire here. I was telling you about the American dream. What is the American dream, man? A 30-year mortgage, credit cards, $80,000 worth of credit cards, $80,000 in school loans, inflation. If that's the American dream, I don't want it. To me, I think the American dream is freedom. And I get that freedom here, man. The American dream is gone, dude. I think it's gone.
Why do you think migrants are still then literally risking their lives crossing the Rio Grande to get to America?
It baffles me. Why? And once you get there, go live in Austin. See what you're gonna pay for rent in Austin. Try buy a house, $300,000 house. They don't know what they're getting into, man. They'll see a nice big house, a white picket fence, a 2-car garage, but they don't realize that the people over there, they're up to their head in a 30-year mortgage. They don't see what's really going on. They don't see the debt.
What advice would you give to someone who is trying to cross into the U.S. border, but isn't able to do it in a legal way?
You hire a lawyer.
But most people also don't have the money to do that here, right?
Save money, but the best way is you hire a lawyer, man, hire an attorney.
But respectfully though, aren't you also able to kind of experience these advantages here in Mexico because you're getting paid a U.S. salary?
Oh yeah, but also there's money here, man. You could do it, man. You could start selling hot dogs, you just...
But is that enough to hire a lawyer?
No, yeah, you're probably gonna need some financial help from family.
But if I had to be honest, probably people who are crossing illegally probably don't have access to
resources. They don't, man. They don't have the resources, man. It's tough, man.
In that instance, do you have empathy for them?
I do. And don't get me wrong, man. We need migrants. We do. Somebody's got to, pick the vegetables and fruits, right? We do need them, but there's work visas. So the guys that are working the fields, they get work visas. That's the first way to do it, man. Find somebody that'll give you a work visa.
And so it all returns to looking at the bigger picture. Because the same way one can empathize with the millions of migrants, one should also empathize that some Americans are feeling short of resources. And it's not just Texas, because it's now becoming even a talking point around the world. But on the other hand, in some places that's needed. Look at Japan and Italy, for example. A mix of aging populations and declining birth rates show that they might need more young immigrants entering into the country. And what's often ignored is that immigrants can provide a more flexible labor market and even boost the economy, as now there's a record number of immigrant billionaires here in the US. And so what I'm trying to say with all this is that immigration isn't an issue for the left or issue for the right, and that politics are just simply destroying nuance. Because just how you can support an easier path for immigration and not hate your country, you can also be against illegal immigration and not be considered racist. And until we can have honest and empathetic conversations, we will continue to be divided. And that's why it's more important than ever to explore the unfamiliar. And so subscribe if you want to join our journey of becoming one of the next big media companies for the middle ground. You can start by signing up for our newsletter, where we tackle the latest news stories and research in an unbiased way. And if YouTube gets it right, then you'll like this video too.